welcome back everybody. Still a lovely day here on our farm, although we have got rain coming by the look of it. A little bit further into the day than last episode, but it's still the same in-game day. So let's check on the prices. As you can see, rice there, look, it's still going up, 637. I was going to be happy if that had gone over 500 and beat the truck stop, I think it was last episode. Wood chips are still going up as well, so that's good for us. I mean, it's not going to be a huge price on that, but we have got a fair bit. Been looking at a few contracts. There's nothing really that stands out. There's no fertilizing ones. You got this sowing one, which would take an absolute age, I think. They have got a reasonably big seeder there, but that field is literally this one here, so it's not too far away from us. It's next door. There's a possibility, but I think what we'll do is we'll carry on doing our own field. So obviously last episode we harvested the rice, so I'd like to get a cultivator just to get rid of all of this. And also we're going to put another crop in there, which will be our third crop, our second one of sowing, because the first crop was obviously the wheat that we inherited. And the seeder I was looking at is John Deere, and it was, where's it gone? This one here. It's only 40,000 just to buy, which obviously is quite a bit. It's 13.4 metre working width. It is 275 horsepower, but I think our tractor should cope with that. It doesn't fertilise, but it's got quite a big tank on it. That 5,500 litre capacity is just going to be purely seeds, and it will do all the custom crops on here, which is going to be good for us. It doesn't say anything about it being a direct drill, but I believe it is. But I am going to cultivate that. We'll do things properly. So we're going to head on up to the shop, buy a little bit of equipment, and we'll get going with another crop. Let's put some beacons on when we get out the road. And I'm thinking the next crop, well, I'll check the prices in a second, but I think we might go for sorghum. Because again, that's a crop I've not grown yet in the game. We want to try and do as many as the custom crops as we can. I've grown rye before on another map. We did that in Oak Hill, so that one's not so much of a want to do. So we will park up over at the shop here. Beacons off, engine off. Let's go and see what they can do for us. Cultivators. Again, it's John Deere, which is good. But I can't help thinking that this is meant to go with something else, because it's only got the roll cages on. So I think that would follow behind something else that would rough the ground up a bit more, if that makes sense, because we have got another case one that's meant to go with something. I know that because I've used this before, but I'm gonna pretend that I don't really know that, and we're gonna buy that. That's 18,500. So we've got ourselves a cultivator, and then we're gonna go straight away spending our money. And that's why I said to you, yes, we have got quite a bit of money, but it's not going to last, and it's not going to go very far. And we're going to get this fella. This will be ideal to start off with. That's pretty good working width for us to start with. Oh yes, and we've got to have the American flag. we've got to try and fit in here, guys. The locals are going to think we're nuts, I expect, but here comes that mad Englishman again. Auxiliary light. Oh, that puts a little light there next to the flag. I don't think we need that. No, I don't think we'll be doing seeding in the dark. So we'll buy that for just over 40,000. That leaves us with 57,000, sorry. So the money is going down. But you've got to speculate to accumulate, as they say. We'll hook up to that. Let's just have a quick look at this. Yeah, see, you've got just these. I think, you know, right, let's not even worry about it. Let's just head on up to our farm and we'll just carry on with it. I'm sure someone will probably point out that that's not right to use that on its own. But we could, I've just thought, further down the line we're going to need some sort of plough, because we need to plough through the areas where we got rid of the trees, and also when our field does actually need ploughing. Let's turn those off. We could probably get, I'm pretty sure there's a John Deere plough and it's got a trailer hitch on the back, so I'm wondering if we could attach this to that so this would follow behind it. So let's fold that out, and then as we plough it should, I don't know, it's something we can try and test out. But for now we are going for this, so we'll lower that down. That should make the ground all nice and lovely. Look at that, beautiful texture. I must admit, I mean, this looks good anyway with all the straw and the strands of rice left up, but it just looks smart, doesn't it? Well, it's all been chopped up and churned up. So we'll get this cultivated. Hopefully shouldn't take us too long. And then we can start getting another crop in. Like I say, we'll get this done and then we'll check out the prices and see what we're going to go with next, and keep our eye on the prices of the wood chips and the rice. So as we can see, we've got a nice huge field to get through. Actually, talking of this huge field, let's turn that off, because I had an idea and I wanted to run it through you guys and see what your thoughts were. If we go up into landscaping mode, so if you have an opinion on this, I'm not going to do it now, I just want to see if there is any feedback. Give us a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. Yes, we have got a lovely huge field here, but I was wondering, obviously once we've ploughed all this through and turned it into more of a bigger field, running a strip of grass all the way along here to the road, and then that would give us two separate fields, so we could grow two different crops at the same time. So we'd have this as a field and we'd have this long thinner field like that. So just a thought, let me know what you think. Hopefully someone might comment. I just thought it might be, you know, something different. We might be able to grow a couple of more different custom crops, one in each, you know, field. So never get any traffic come this way, so I'm not worried about going out onto the road too much. but I will carry on with this. I think I missed that little bit there, and I will see you towards the end when it is all done. So we just got this little patch left to do, and then we've got one lovely freshly cultivated field, as you can see. I'll show you on the map in a second. So let's fold that up. On the map, as you can see, it's completely bare now. Blue's there for the cultivated state, and we've got a few scraggly bits that need ploughing, but hopefully we'll get all them when we plough the whole field, which I think possibly will be after this next crop has been harvested. So what I'm going to do is we will put the cultivator over by the jet wash, and I will clean that later on because it's got a little bit filthy, as you can see. So we'll plonk that down there. We could do with getting our seeder planter from the shop and getting that topped up. I am going to have to pop out at some point because I overheard a couple of the guys when I was in the shop earlier talking about something, and I've been on the phone, obviously not whilst driving the tractor, although we are in our own field, not likely to crash into anything. Been on the phone about what I overheard, and I need to pop out later and pick something up, but I'm not telling you what, you'll find out later on. But for now we're going to go and pick our seeder up, which is looking rather lonely. Look at the flag flying. Yeah, they're going to think we're mad around here. We are, or I am. Anyway, let's hook up to this without ramming into it. So we need to go to the seed tank opposite the gas station to fill this up. Like I said, it's not going to be fertilised, but we can whiz over it with our spreader. Shouldn't take us too long. It's got a nice working width to it. So, road should be clear. Doesn't seem to get any traffic on this corner, like I just said before. And then we need to swing right here. And then we want to do left here to fill up our seeder. Now, this is probably going to pay us to back in onto that, I would have thought, instead of trying to tuck under. I don't think we'll make that. So if we can just squeeze in under there so the pipe's just sticking out over there, not quite, something like that. 5,500 litres of seed, that is brilliant. That is going to go quite far, which is exciting times. I've got the indicator still going. Let's turn that off. I'm not sure they call them indicators in the US actually. Right, beacon's off. What I'll probably do is, I think we will get this seeded. That's what we're going to do. We're going to check the prices for our next crop. Let's do that now, and also check on the prices of the wood chips. First of all, they have stopped 168. I really do not know what to do with that. I don't know whether to sell now or, I mean, that is pretty poor, but it could be a good price for this map. That is the thing. Or just sit and wait on them. But where's the rice? The rice, look at that, it's still going up. Can we get over $700? I hope so. What I was wanting to grow next, and it probably still looks like the best thing for us, was sorghum, because I like the look of that crop as well. It's pretty good price at animal market grains, although by the time we come to harvest it probably won't be. North grains is going up, so I think we will go sorghum. So let's switch that over down the bottom to sorghum, like so. I'll unfold that. Oh, love that flag. Look at it blowing in the wind. Brilliant. Who cares what people think of us? We're trying to fit in, guys, that's all. We'll drop that down. And we're off. Hopefully putting sorghum into our field. Sounds quite cool as well. You can just see the vacuum blower actually in the back. That is quite smart. Quite pleased with this purchase so far. Hopefully it's not going to let us down. As you can see it as well, it's 5:05 in the evening, so we're starting to get a little bit dark around this side of our farm. I'll do a little bit like that, and we'll just check that we are actually getting sorghum into our field. So let's just stop there for now. Excellent, look at that. There's the colour for sorghum on the chart. Meets up with that. Obviously it's growing and we know it's not going to be fertilised. We need to do that ourselves, so that's not a problem. So I'm going to carry on doing this, and I'll see you shortly. It's going to take me a little while again, but obviously, as I've said before, more and more we build up, we can start getting bigger equipment, bigger seeders, planters, tractors, you name it. We're going to have it on this series. So I will see you shortly, guys. Last little bit left to do, and that is all that field done. Sorghum in the ground. As you can see, we have used quite a lot of seed, so it's a good job we've got a big tank on here. But that's the kind of task we're up against on this map with huge great fields. So we will fold that up. It's looking rather grubby. I love that flag though, look at it. Brilliant. So yeah, that's going to need a clean as well. I'm going to put it back over roughly with the cultivator, because they're jobs I can do after the episode's finished. We can get that going like so. What is all that mess by my door? Some bits of grass or something. I don't know how that got there. We haven't done any grass work. But what I am going to do now is I'm going to go off. We're going to take the pickup. I'm going to go off and do my little errand that I said about. And I will see you back here shortly. Let's have a quick look at the price of rice. As you can see, that field is done now with sorghum. So it's growing. We still need to fertilise it, which we will probably do as well in a second. Rice. Oh my god, it's hit 700 and it's still going up. That is superb. Right. I'm off. I shan't be too long. I haven't got too far to go, but we will be back very shortly. I am back, guys, and I am double excited. One reason being, I'm just going to show you. I can't believe, I hope you're all shouting at your TV screens when I went and filled up our new seeder with new seeds when we got all that sat there. I was meant to mention it to you earlier when I literally parked next to it to show you the prices. So yeah, we got 4 big bags of seeds still sat there, so we're going to have to try and remember that they are there next time. But I'm going to go this way actually. I'm back from picking something up. We have now got our first new buddy. Here he is, look. How smart is he? So I heard a couple of guys talking about a young dog. He's only about 8 months old, they think. He's from a relative who sadly passed away. I don't know much more about him. They can't even remember what his name was, which is a bit silly. So I would have thought, being a relative, you'd at least know what the name of the dog was. So I've decided to rename him, and I thought it would be very apt and fitting to call him Jack. So here's Jack. If he stops running around, I'll tell you what will stop him running around if we give him some. There we go. Have some dinner, boy. So Jack is kind of back. So that's going to give me something to remember Jack by a little bit more. So our first new buddy. That's that first bit of good news. Obviously I did pay for him. But that's neither here nor there. Where are we? Rice. It has finished going up and it stopped at $700, so that is it. So I'm happy with that. That seems like a pretty good price to me, especially when we were looking at 500 and something originally at the truck stop, and that's gone right up to 700. So we will sell that this episode. What I want to do before it starts to get too dark, because the sun is setting, that looks beautiful over there, is we're going to fertilise our field. Otherwise it's going to become more tricky for us to do that if it's dark or the crop starts growing. This tractor's getting a bit filthy, that needs a clean off as well. So our fertiliser spreader is in the shed up the back here. Can't remember how much we've got left in there, but we will top it up if it needs it. Yeah, we'll give that a top up because we're going to get through that, I would imagine. Yeah, I could not believe that with the seeds. As soon as I come back and I saw them, I thought, ah. But still, that is my mistake. But at least it means we've got plenty of seeds further down the line. So we'll get started with this. This shouldn't take us too long. You can see it's starting to go a little bit dark now, isn't it? I'll just double check we've got 45 meters on. We have. I might have to put some lights on for this. I'll zoom out a bit. I think that might be a little bit too ambitious. And we'll get going. So yeah, I was well excited about Jack. As soon as I heard that, I thought, yes, we'll get ourselves a dog. That is going to give us some company, as we don't really know anyone out here. I mean, the people up the shop may seem friendly enough, but at the minute we haven't got anyone. But we will make friends. I also told them at the shop as well about our farmhouse, that it's available to rent if they're aware of anyone that is looking for a home, whatnot like that. I said they're more than welcome to come round and have a look. So they're gonna put the word out, spread it around town. So hopefully we should get some feedback on that, and we could have some new tenants in there. Obviously I'm in the little annex, that's fine for me, that's more than enough for me. Jack's going to be living sort of between the annex and outside. I don't really want him outside all the time, but we'll see how we get on. If he is enjoying it, he can stay out there. Seems happy enough though. Obviously we've only had him about 20 minutes, but he's very friendly, which is good. Probably wouldn't have gone for it if it wasn't a friendly dog. I've missed him a bit now, look, I'm too busy talking. That's better. But let's get this field fully fertilised, and then we can go and sell some of that rice. Well, all of the rice, not some of it. Hopefully make a tidy little profit. Right, so we just got a tiny little bit left to do. Doesn't take too long with this 45 metre spread. So we'll stop that. Stop before we run into someone's crop. Sunflowers ready to harvest by the look of it. Bit of luck, we should be able to do this strip in one go, I would have thought. Happy days. Let's have a quick look on the map. There we go, we've got our first. Have I missed a little patch there? I'll check that in a second. I think that might be that little iffy patch there. I did go over that, but I don't think it's registering. In fact, that is double fertilized, so that's the darker blue, so that must have had a spray over at some point somewhere along the line, and it's doubled up on there. Right, this isn't too bad, the spreader, or is it? I might as well wash everything. It's just a shadow, isn't it? No, that's fine. Oh, that's the wrong way. I'm not driving him forwards, am I? So we'll put this away back where it was, and then we need our trailer. Doesn't have to go right in the corner, something like that will do. So it's probably, what do we have in there? Yeah, it's going to be 2 trailer loads, isn't it, to the superstore. I'll turn the big lights off and we'll just have some road lights on. So let's get some rice in our trailer. How exciting. Selling our first crop that we've grown ourselves. Let's just double check. 700 superstore, and I'm so pleased it's only over there. That's brilliant. We haven't even got to go too far for it. Let's try and get a bit. That looks smart as well, doesn't it? Look at that. Full load of rice going to be sold. Got some weight in there. We will definitely be looking to buy a new tractor somewhere down the line, a more powerful one, because that is still sort of pulling a little bit. I can feel it. I'm not going to put beacons on because we're literally just going to go over here. And it's round the back. There it is, you can just see it. So here you go, have a nice full trailer load of rice. Do what you like with it. Just give us some money, please. Right, what are we thinking then, guys? Let's get somewhere a little bit darker so you can see the figures. This is good. Come on, keep going, keep going. $38,500, just over. That's I am happy with that, but that's not as much as I was hoping. But like I said previously, it's one of those crops, isn't it, where it's not a very good price, but you're going to get a bigger return off of your field with it. So we'll get the second trailer load. Hopefully we should get over the $100,000 mark. If that was 30, I've forgotten what it was already. Yeah, well, I think we should get there easily. So we're going to be back, hopefully, just over 100,000 litres. Dollars, I mean, not litres. So only 80% full, this one. Still feels rather heavy though. and it's 6:43 p.m. so once we've done this it will almost be time for dinner and then going to bed. There you go, guys. Got you some more. Yeah, over 100,000 easy. Brilliant. That is what we like. 31,000. Beautiful. So I'm pleased with that. Hope you guys are. We'll get back to our farm. I'll tidy everything up, clean everything, put everything away, make sure Jack's okay. But that is probably going to be it for this episode. Beautiful sunset. I'm going to go and have a little game of throw and catch with the ball with Jack in a second, but I think we'll leave it there. But let's go and see him now, bless him. He's probably wondering what's going on. He's got a new home. Here he is, coming in. He's a friendly little soul, isn't he? So yeah, we'll leave it there for that episode. If you haven't all enjoyed it, I hope you have. Please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.